Hey, what's up? This is A1. Welcome to the WeAreLa YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and tell a friend. Today I got a panel of highly intelligent people, and we're gonna talk about was Whoopi Goldberg. Was she wrong? That's what we're gonna know. That's what we're gonna talk about today. So on the show today, you see right here, that's Miss G. Wait, right here, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Miss G. In the red right there, we got Snagglepuss. In the middle right there, we got Fact Check. And the only non-black on the show. We got Chris East Coast, and he brings the smoke every week. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, what's up?
So, man.
What it do? What it do?
Y'all got
Was
anything to say?
whooping wrong?
Was ripping wrong? That's cool. So look, we're
Was
gonna get into
whooping
this
wrong?
little. We're gonna get into this little video first. Then we're gonna come back and break it down.
About race. It's not about
Well,
race.
what is it about?
Well, also, if you're
Yeah.
going to do this, then let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race.
No.
No, it's
Well,
not about
maybe
race.
ethnicity. Well, they consider Jews a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about
Well,
race.
what is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy. It's
Well,
about
but
going
it's not-
after
it's
Jews
not about
and
race.
gypsies
It's
and
But these are two
Romans.
white groups of people.
Well, they
How
were
do we
after black
They
people
didn't see
too.
them as white.
And they were
But you're
after
missing the
homosexuals.
point. You're
Yeah.
missing the point. The
Yeah.
minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, because black, white, Jews, everybody eats each other. So if you're uncomfortable, if you hear about mouse, should you be worried? Should your child say, oh my God, I wonder if that's me? No, that's not what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, I don't wanna be like that.
Well, hopefully.
I want to be cool.
Yeah,
And
Meanwhile-
most kids, they don't want to be cruel.
No, they don't.
And we're living in an era where people are comparing vaccine cards to the yellow stars, where people are comparing vaccinations to what Anne Frank went through.
Yeah.
So it is necessary for kids to learn about
They
the
have
Holocaust.
to. And by the way,
About man's inhumanity to man, however it exposes itself. I have to cut you off.
I just want to say that mouse was banned and it flew to top 20 of Amazon's rules last week, of charts.
Yes.
People, the more you ban
We'll
it,
be
the
right
more
back.
we want to read it.
Hey, look, we back. Hey, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend, share this, and definitely give us your comments. So we're gonna start with the ladies first. Well, the one lady, the one woman that's on the show. That's the beautiful Miss G. So the question is, you heard about Whoopi, right? All that stuff going on. So what's your thoughts on her? Was she wrong? Was she factual?
Yeah,
Go.
she wasn't wrong at all. She was absolutely correct. For me, it didn't. The Holocaust, I didn't view it as a race thing. And I think if people were really being honest about it, they would have never thought about race when you think of the Holocaust. You think of somebody picking a particular group of people and trying to destroy them. But was it race? I don't think it was about race. I think that's a new narrative.
All right, cool. Well, let's tap in with Mr. Chris next. Go ahead, Chris. Give us your thoughts on that.
I
What's Whoopi?
think it depends on your religion and what your beliefs are. Quite honestly, most people take religion and race as a narrative. Where they all come together. That's what I believe anyway. And I think she's just trying to say that religion and race is different. Her argument was there's two different white people. And where I listen to her saying there's two different white people, is almost racism within itself. As we all know, it doesn't matter if you're white or black, you have a difference of opinion through two different people. We talked about it today. Two different, a darker skinned brother, a lighter skinned brother. Oh, you're more white. Oh, you're more black. It's no different. when someone of color says there's two different white people, I take that as a narrative as, mild racism.
Mm.
It's not like they're pointing it out, but that's just how I view it.
All right, cool. Let's go to fact check. Give us your thoughts on this, brother.
I don't. I agree with Whoopi. I don't think it was about race. I think it was just ignorant people. I mean, that's even my view when it comes down to racism when it's black or white. I don't think people hate people because literally because of their color. I think not saying Chris feels this way, but I believe that a lot of people of the Caucasian race are not. They don't like us because we black. They scared of us. We built this country. They didn't. Um, we performed the first heart surgery. We made magic out of peanuts. We did those things. So even when it's going back to, not to get off the subject, but when it's going back to what Whoopi spoke of, I just think from the knowledge that I do have, I just think Hitler was a little bitty short man who had issues because he was heartbroken because he lost the war.
Mm.
And in him losing that war, he had to blame it on somebody. Everybody got to point the finger at somebody else to get it off of them.
All right, cool. And we're gonna go last. My homeboy, we got Mr. Snagglepuss, bro. So tell us your opinion on Whoopi.
Well, truthfully, Whoopi spoke the truth when she said that that was a disagreement between two groups of white people, and and that's what it was. It was a truth. For 20 years, those two groups of white people was able to get along, love each other, support each other with no problems until they was the ones that had to be the problem. Now, the reason why they had a problem is because they was traitors. They tried to trade, they tried to trade information to the United States that Hitler had in their military defense system, and the military, the United States wanted to buy it from them, wanted to get it, and Hitler would not release it to them. He told them in their face, "We'll come over here and build it for you, but we're not going to give you the plans to do it yourself." And see, Hitler was an intelligent person that at once upon a time was allies with the United States and all the so-called Jews. He had a lot of Jews that helped him get in position in power. He had a Jewish family doctor. He had no problems with the Jews until the Jews did what they did to them and made them responsible for both wars. So when they made them have to pay reparations to Britain and to Germany, not to Germany, but to Russia for the war that they both started, you got to think about the pro-life, the liberal person that he was to uplift the German people back to a world power. And see, when they was building back into a world power in 5 years, Hitler brought his people from 65 people in his parliament to 8,500,000 in 5 years. So Hitler had more intelligence than what the government is telling us how he hated so many groups of people, this one group of people, which he didn't hate Jews. He hated the Jewish religion because the Jewish religion in a whole was participating in paganism and all kind of other stuff, and he believed in the true words of God. So
I,
if you want
hey,
to if you want to condemn a godly man for making his people try to stay on the right track and follow God and believe in God, you know, they did Hitler like the modern day government did Omar Gaddafi. They used his own people to make him kill himself.
okay, cool, man. Check this out. I feel like everybody on the left side here, because y'all defending what Whoopi said, her racist ass. Well, she may not be racist, but she definitely made a racist statement. Now, if this was somebody on the right, they would get canceled immediately. Cancel, y'all be out here, oh, cancel, cancel. But you guys are actually defending this. That's actually crazy. So y'all don't think she said one thing wrong, and make it quick this time.
Oh,
Miss
let
All
me
G,
right,
say
Miss
if
G,
there's
we
two.
can't hear you. You must be muted or something like that. So we'll get back to Miss G. All I
Okay.
know, this. Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss G.
Um, no, I was saying actually, that what fact check, I'm not fact check, but Snagglepuss is saying part of that I believe is true because they originally were talking about the book Mars or however you say it.
Uh,
That was the whole original thing because I know Tennessee actually banned that book where I'm at after school, so it can't be read. So
mhm,
that was the whole basis of this whole conversation. And going back to what Snagglepuss was saying about the whole United States thing and with them, if you even Google Mars, right,
mhm.
and you pull it up, that it'll take you to a Wikipedia page, right? And this is what I find so interesting. It says Mars is a surname. Notable people with the surname include Friedrich. I don't know how you say these German names, but Friedrich Mars from 1900 to 1979. He was a German psychiatrist who was involved in the Nazi T4 euthanasia program, right? You go down to Gerhard Maas from 1925 to 2003. He was a German journalist and correspondent for judicial processes for the Der Spiegel magazine. Then you go down one more. Henry H. Maas Jr., born in 1936, and he was a retired United States Navy admiral. So that goes to show you right there, part of what Snagglepuss is saying could be correct because clearly they got their way on over to America and they joined, a lot of them joined our military. So evidently it was something unique that they knew and the things that the secrets and stuff that they uh spilled over to the US, they were rewarded for. Plenty of them end up joining the military and being able to become admirals, high lieutenants, high commanders, and all of that in our United States military.
Yeah,
So I
what?
And you know
think
what
what
they
he's
did after they came over here? When
Make
they
that
came
quick
back,
too.
they built our freeway system, what they call it today, which is the original Autobahn military defense system that Hitler designed for the German military. They was the first one to have race cars and how do you say roadways that connect from one city to the next city. When they built the Autobahn roadway, then when it went from Berlin all the way to back to Germany.
Hey, that's
Now
a good
they
point.
process
Let's
of
get back on
doing
Whoopi though.
this.
so
Yeah, but
I
let
would
me tell you
I
the
don't think
history of
she's
this
wrong.
road.
I don't think she was wrong. It was not about race
Okay.
to me because
Do you
these were
think?
all the same people.
Okay. Do you think Whoopi still has a job because she's black?
I
No,
don't think she's still gonna
she
have her
still has
job.
a job
Oh, I think we lost.
because she's the only black
No,
on the view.
she's suspended right now. She's suspended right
Right now, she's
now,
suspended.
and they're gonna be finding out. They're trying to figure out a way to let her go out with some dignity, but she don't have her job anymore.
Okay.
They're just trying to figure out a way for her to at least have a little bit of dignity with her leaving
No,
because of
no, no,
all the
no.
work.
You know
Okay, that's fine. We
what's
gonna
gonna happen?
hold on. We gonna stay in order. We are gonna make some great dialogue like we've been doing. So let's
Okay.
just calm down. Just keep the conversation going. So you guys are saying that she doesn't have a job because she's black.
Hmm?
Do you think she
No,
still has her job because she's black?
I
I
don't think
think
she
she
still
gonna
No,
quit.
has her job.
I think she gonna
she still
quit
got
and
her
they gonna have
job.
to pay her.
No, she don't.
She gonna quit. They gonna
She'll
have
be
to pay her.
retiring or something soon. They that 2 weeks is for them to be behind the scene to spin some type of narrative,
That
so
is
she
a
would look bad because
discrimination
they
lawsuit.
still
If she ain't got a
respect.
lawyer, if she ain't got a black lawyer on that shit right now, that is a lawsuit.
All right.
How you gonna put?
Okay. Let's hear from Chris real quick. Seems like you got something to say. Then we gonna go to fact check. What's your thoughts on that?
I'll just keep bringing it back to what she said.
Mhm.
You know, this is about two different pe- two different white people. That's what she said. It's right there. That's all she said.
Group,
It's about
two
two
different
different
groups,
types of white people
two different groups
and
of white people.
two different groups of white people. All right.
That's a big difference in perception.
Yeah,
That's a big
I
difference,
agree with
Chris.
that.
The way you saying it, That's a big difference. It's two
I
different
agree.
groups. Same group of white people, two different groups. One disagreed, one agreed. But they all was in the same room together at one point in time, agreeing with everything.
So this is the same
Well,
black.
I don't know about that, but
Okay, so this the same.
I'm just
This,
telling you what she said.
okay, that's why it's the same black woman that said Jay Z should have whooped on her in that elevator. Remember she said that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Uh, I mean,
Hold
come
on,
on.
about Solange,
Yes, about
him and
Solange.
Solange and that.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's right.
You got something
I
to say,
don't
fact check me?
condone.
Listen.
My
I
thing is,
don't.
Let
I
we're
don't,
Hold
I
listening.
don't always expect everybody to agree with everything somebody says. You can
Absolutely.
have a variation of an opinion on depending on what the subject is.
Yeah.
And in this case, like I'm not gonna vilify her for one dumbass thing she said. We all say some dumbass stuff every now and again. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't agree with her on that point about the Solange, but with this what she said right here, I mean, she was being honest
Mm.
because there's
the
nobody. Because listen, I don't care from the time we learned about the Holocaust when we were little, from the time even to today, this is the first time that I've ever heard anybody say it had something to do with race. Now,
no,
if
you know what the
anybody
they've
thing
has
been
ever
was.
trying to
heard that
integrate
Well,
before,
Miss G,
please tell me and
you know
where
how they
is
they've
taught us
been
it?
about
trying
the
to
Holocaust.
integrate race with the Holocaust.
Hold on, but
Thank
do
When
you
the
you.
black when the
do
Black
y'all
Lives Matter
recall?
movement started.
Go ahead, fact check. What you got to say?
Do y'all recall on how we were taught
No, go
about the
ahead. Go.
Holocaust?
Give them the information, bro.
The diary of Anne Frank. So
Yeah.
all what they placed in us is they got this little girl and her family in an attic, and by a library owner who hid him in the attic and brought a couple of other people up there and brought them food until they got caught. So I agree with one thing you said in the green room earlier, Miss G, that they changed the narrative. Yes, because that's the picture that they picked. They depicted. Just like with slavery, they got it looking like well, the white man came and stole us. That's not true. Our own kind sold us. So I see that. But when it comes down to the question, does Whoopi Goldberg still have her job? I got two words for you. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon show is on for a second year. Not only did they do that, but they also gave him a syndicated talk show that comes on every single day. And all he had to do was apologize. And I still don't think that the statements that he made was wrong. But Whoopi was not wrong. She just stated her opinion. And we living in a cancel culture where we can't get along. We can't even agree to disagree.
All I know, somebody on the right has said this. It would have been lights out, fired. Come on now, y'all crazy. It's crazy. This don't make any sense, and y'all know it, and y'all won't even
Whoopi
admit it.
is on the right. That's why they
No,
tried
no,
to
I mean,
put lights out on her.
I don't know.
Whoopi is on the right. That's why they trying to put lights out on her.
hold on. No, Whoopi is yeah, she a Republican.
The
She not
cancel
left.
code, they would have had something to say, and I'm just talking about the show, The View. All them people
Oh, okay.
should have been out of there.
Oh, they tried to change
No,
it
it's
That's
up a
why.
not
little
about the
bit.
show
That's why she,
It
because
to me,
it
in
it
my opinion, she's gone from
the
there.
huh?
Is I think it all breaks down to this: is is race a religion?
No, it's not.
No.
Period.
No, race not a religion.
thank you. No, is religion
This
a
is what
race?
another thing that I want to add real
Then she's
quick.
wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna
What's
Then
give
that?
she's
someone else.
wrong. Then she's wrong. You just answered it.
She
You
actually
just
what?
answered it for yourself. Is
Wrong.
race a
No,
religion? And you said no. Okay. She said there are
no.
two different type of white people. You just answered your own
There
question right
was.
there.
There was. Hitler believed in a
I'm
pagan
just
god.
telling you, you better break it down for in your own mind. You better break
This
it
is,
down in
and
your own mind.
All right, go ahead,
You
Miss
that's
better
G.
break it down.
another narrative that we learned. This is another narrative we learned, and I don't know if y'all heard that too. Remember the whole narrative that he felt like the pure people were blonde hair and blue eyed?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
another thing
yeah,
behind
yeah,
it? So when you
yeah.
sitting up here, you talking about when you sit up here and you talk about two types of people or two groups of people, that's still the same thing, Chris. So she wasn't wrong when she said that either. Because you had regular white people that looked like Hitler when you had brown hair, brown eyes, or whatever. Then you so-called had the white
The
people with
pure
the
white.
blonde hair and the
and
blue
we never,
eyes.
and Miss
If you
G,
was
we
to
never looked, and we never
if you
looked,
was to say
Miss
that,
G.
you would
I,
say that was two different types of white people. Ones with the blonde hair and the blue
I'm
eyes,
waiting
and
for
you
her.
had another
Yep.
group with the black hair and brown
Let me know when you're done.
All right, go
Let
ahead.
me
It's
know
on you,
when you're
Chris. Go
done.
ahead, Chris. It's on you.
eyes.
And we don't all look at each other and say, all white people look the same. And
They
all
don't
white
do.
people say, oh well, all black people look the same. Come on, admit the truth. Come on now.
Hey, check.
Blonde hair.
What are you
When did you see when did you ever see a blonde hair, blue eyed black person? I'm
what?
In
waiting.
2000, in
Name
2018,
one
first time
person.
I ever seen one on
They're in
Instagram.
Australia
Oh, that's
they're
what she
all
just
in
said. She
Australia all
just
the
said.
time. They have blonde hair and blue eyes. I have a cousin who has blue eyes and light brown hair.
Mm,
Like,
that's
what do
deep.
you
That's deep.
mean?
Hey,
I
so
said blonde hair and blue eyes.
And I just told you, if you go to Australia, you will see black people with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Name one person. Name one person.
You can Google the
I,
whole
I
group.
think they.
I can send
She
my
might be talking
cousin
about
the
the
picture.
Aborigine
Okay.
people. I'm not 100%
I'll
sure.
tell you this. She is mentioning another person that's across the country that is a specific religion or body.
Hmm.
They're not a
She brings it
religion.
back to the same thing that I said originally. She's pointing out a
See,
person that is only a specific location in a region of the world that is this. Am I wrong or right?
let me ask you
So
a question.
again,
Let
I
me ask
bring
you
it
a
back
question,
to the
Chris.
same. I bring it back to the same thing I said before. Is it religion or is it race?
Let me ask you a question, Chris.
All right, go ahead, because we're gonna
Is
end
the
What
Yeah,
does
Chris.
go ahead.
religion have to do with any
is
of
the
this?
Jews a race of people or a group of religion people?
The group
Well,
of
it's both.
Is the
religion
Jews,
people.
Quite honestly,
huh? You can't
Jewish
be both.
Islam, depending.
You can't be both.
Dude, I'm white, and I'm Roman Catholic. What do you mean? What are you
Exactly.
talking about?
That's two different
So
things.
you can't. Roman Catholic is not a group of
I'm white
people.
and Roman Catholic. I'm
There
sorry.
isn't
Yeah,
a group of people that's
you
Roman
Two
chose to
different
be
Catholic.
things.
Roman Catholic though. That's a difference. That
I
That's a
was a
am
religion.
choice.
white.
That's a
I am
religion.
white and Roman Catholic.
Roman
Your Roman
Catholicism
Catholic was
is
a
a religion.
choice.
Mhm.
So
Hey, hey, check
you
this
choose
out.
to stay in
Hey,
your
man, thank you
Catholicism
guys so much
and
for tuning
remain.
in. We will be back every week, hitting on different topics that's going across the country everywhere. We're all in different parts of the country. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, tell a friend, share it, and definitely leave your comments because we want to hear those and we respond to all the comments. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you guys. I appreciate everybody on the show. Snagglepuss, you got some last words, bro?
Yeah, man. My last words is that if you ask a Jewish person right now, are your people is a religion or a group of people? They can't answer that question
Was
because
Whoopi
Jews.
wrong? The topic is
Remember,
was
hear me out.
Whoopi
Hear me
wrong?
out. They are not
Hold on, but
Jewish. They are not
that's off
Jews.
topic though.
All
Snagglepuss, that's off
Jews,
topic.
all
That's off
Jews, hear
topic,
me
bro.
out. Let
That's
me
off
finish what
topic.
he said, fact check.
I'm gonna talk over
You
you
a
like you
fact,
do
you a
everybody
fact
else.
check.
That's off topic. That's
Man,
purely off
no,
topic.
you fact
Whoopi
checker.
was not
You fact
wrong. In
checker.
my opinion,
All
that's all I
Jews,
gotta say about that
you
A1.
you a
He gonna
motherfucker,
change the
you a
narrative if you
coon
don't
ass
mute it.
nigga
And
for
you
trying to
already
cut me
know it.
off right now. You working me say
That's why
coon
I'm
ass.
saying it.
You a
Hold on,
coon
but that's
ass
what you
nigga.
do all
You
the
one of
damn.
them
That's
motherfuckers.
what you
See, all
always do
niggas
all the time.
that's
All
trying
right,
to motherfucking stop a
we'll
real
talk at the
nigga.
end of the
You
show.
can look at the
We'll
light
talk. Hold
skin in
on.
your ass. That
We'll
lets you know
talk.
you got white
Hold
in
on.
your ass.
We'll
You
talk.
got some
We'll
Jew in
talk.
you,
Nigga,
nigga.
we'll talk.
You
Nigga,
got
we'll
some
talk.
Jew in
Man,
you.
hey, I drive to where you are, dog. Let's make it personal. Let's make it
You
personal.
got some Jew
I
in
come to
you,
where you at.
but you not the
Dog, I
fucking,
come to
but
where
you
you
not
at.
the head of
You can
black
handle it.
man
Hey,
to
dog.
teach the truth.
When you was in Compton, you wouldn't even come see me, bro. So don't.
All right, let's go to
Come see you for what?
hey,
For
Chris.
what?
Chris, it's on you,
For what,
brother.
black man?
Chris, you got some last words for us, bro? Before we about to get up
Come
out of
see
here.
you
No,
for what? You
I'll
got a
say it
problem with
again.
me, nigga?
Race, race is not a race is not a religion.
Uh,
I think everybody's beliefs is their own choice. It has nothing to do. There's no narratives. about anything. You can be any color, and what your beliefs are your business. It's no one else's business. It's not. It's not. It's not. You know, Miss G's opinion of what my religion is, not one's opinion of what my religion is, and it doesn't matter what the fuck color I am. Quite
Mm,
honestly, was she wrong? I think she was a little bit wrong. It's just as touchy as me saying, you know what, A1, I think you're just a little bit darker than my boy Fact Check.
mm,
It's no different. It's the way people take it. Fact Check might just say, you know what, Chris, I don't think that was right. So what? Okay, I'm a little bit lighter than A1. It's no one else's business. What color you are, how dark you are, how light you are, how tan you are, how yellow you are, it has nothing to do with anything. I think she was wrong because she's picking out the narrative.
mm,
She's the one that's talking about race.
mm.
It has nothing to do with race.
Yeah.
There's two different type of white people.
Okay, cool.
What the fuck does that mean?
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm confused.
All right, cool. Hey, we got the lovely Miss G. You got you some last words. We about to get up out of here.
Yeah, I don't think what Whoopi said was wrong, but I think anytime you talk about the Holocaust or Jews, if it doesn't sound good or delicate or light, or if you have something to say about it, they're going to consider it as bashing. I don't care how small, how minimal. If you mention
Yeah.
anything and they don't like your narrative, you're going to be wrong in their eyes, and then actually in the world's eyes, because that topic is so sensitive.
Mm,
I don't think she's wrong. I honestly think that they fired her, but I think in those 2 weeks they're trying to figure out a way for her to bow out gracefully and not let it be so harsh, because at the end of the day, Whoopi did put in work for a long, long time, even going all the way back to the Color Purple days. She did she was the woman who done the Oscars the most. Okay, been that hosted the Oscars, so she has a very lengthy resume.
mm,
And compared to, like, when Fat Chick mentioned about Nick Cannon, this is a different type. This is a different type of thing, and she's older. And although Nick Cannon can bounce back, Whoopi being in her age bracket, it's not like she's gonna go do another movie. It's not like she's gonna be able to go do another show. She's not in that lane anymore. So therefore, I think they finna gracefully bow her out. She's not
mm.
gonna bow herself out. They're gonna bow her out.
It's all good. Hey, thank you so much. The guys got a little heated, so we had to mute them. But like I said, we'll be back every week with different topics and all this other stuff going on. I'm not going to unmute them though right now. You guys make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. We really want to hear from you because we'll respond to you all day there, all day there. This is the WeAreLa YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys. We'll get with you next time.